I hear you're a horror fan.
What is up, everybody? I am Laura Graves, and welcome to Horror-Omni. Here in my podcast, we will be discussing multiple different layers of horror genre. I'm gonna try to touch as much as everything that's out there that the horror genre has, put its dirty little hands on. Horror. What is horror by definition? By definition, horror is an intense feeling of fear. What does fear do? Fear activates your natural flight or fight instinct. Your adrenaline rush kicks in, and what it does to the rest of the body is, while you're processing all of that stuff, and I do have notes, you guys, don't judge me, monkey, I don't. Anyways, studies have showed that scary scenes, so maybe if you're going into a haunted house and you're a little kid, or you're on the front of a awesome roller coaster and you're ascending upward right at that drop. Scary scenes advance the levels of our adrenaline, right? Your adrenaline rush kicks into overdrive. What that does is it starts to relax your neutron transmitters inside your brain, okay? Your brain starts talking to you, and suddenly you're in autopilot. Your brain is fully, automatically, 100%, 100% in control of your actions and how you respond to fear/horror, okay? So your brain talks to you and your neurons start talking to your body, and your body suddenly responds faster reactions. So your maybe all of a sudden your flight kicks in, and all of a sudden you take off, you just run. You have better attention, you're paying more attention, your hearing probably becomes more acute. That's why people who are afraid of heights getting on a roller coaster, maybe they like the feeling of the initial start of a roller coaster, but that descent first down into that first little drop is their tiny little taste of it. It's the adrenaline rush. They might close their eyes. If they close their eyes, they're gonna hear what the roller coaster sounds like and the other passengers screaming, which is also gonna make them just not want to open their eyes much more, right? You have suspense and fear, violence, supernatural, suspense, fear, violence, gore, and supernatural. Those are the 5 basic elements of part of the horror genre. So if it has any of those 5 elements, it definitely counts. Quick little facts. Film horror in the early 1800s is when we started seeing more of a film version of horror stories. These would be the silent films. Into the early 19th century with Lon Chaney and Bela Lugosi and those kind of guys. Today's modern version of horror is very young still. Our modern horror right now is only 200 years. Only 200 years old. And horror goes way back. I mean, the entire birth of the planet is quite violent, is it not? The Earth itself has killed itself off and been reborn consistently numerous eons, you know? So we automatically live in a ball of horror, right? Some of the topics that I'm going to be touching on in this podcast, not in this direct podcast, but in future episodes, I want to talk about the Blood Countess, Jack the Ripper. I think Jack the Ripper and I hate to say this, but I think I have a top 3 serial killer. Well, I guess 2 top serial killer and then 1 true crime that is like my all-time favorite story, and that would be the Black Dahlia. If you don't know about the Black Dahlia, go look it up. If I dive into that, that'll be a different story. I want to talk about folklores and fairy tales and fairy tale creatures and things like giants and trolls. I want to dive into pop culture with past and new mixed in together. There's a very, 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 very famous painting out there called American Gothic. And if you go and look at it, you're like, this is not very spooky. We'll deep dive into that, you know. We'll look into a bunch of different things. But if you have suggestions, by all means, you guys go ahead and, you know, drop a comment. If you have suggestions for a specific topic within the horror genre world, maybe you want me to discuss a certain movie, or maybe you want me to do a live reading or something like that, let me know. Let's see what else. My notes are all over the place, you guys. I do apologize. True crime. I will be diving into some true crime stuff here and there. I was trying to work on that into my Fright Night series, so I might stick with it on that. But some of the episodes will be on this podcast, this playlist. So Lizzie Borden, Jack the Ripper, Black Dahlia. Local, national, and worldwide legends and lores, music of all kinds, inspiration of horror, traditions, paranormal topics, personal paranormal experiences. I've got a lot of personal paranormal experiences. I would definitely share those with you. But I think for now, we are pretty much done with this current little podcast. Like I said before, leave a comment down below if you have a suggestion on a topic. Hit the like button, subscribe, and actually, you guys, go check out the my Fright Night series. Okay, keep on digging. Don't be afraid.